Oh, come on.
Is looking for a second date update this morning. She went on a date with a guy named Paul, and we're going to try to help her out. Hi, Taylor. I almost said Paul. Hi, Taylor.
I wish I didn't have to actually make this call, but kind of driving me crazy, and I really didn't know where else to turn. So I met this guy on Match, and we went to a nice dinner, and we met at the restaurant, and I insisted that we split the bill, and he didn't seem to mind that. He seemed surprised when I brought it up, but smiled and said sure, said he was cool about it. And the only thing that I can think of, like the rest of the night went so well. Lots of laughter, flirting, all the conversation was great, lots of chemistry. I don't know, I just felt so connected to him. The best date I've had in months.
Wow.
And yeah, I really had no doubt that I was seeing him again. He walked in my car, hugged me, thanked me for a great evening. And, I thanked him for a great evening because he was just really, I don't know, it was just a really lovely night. And I told him I'd love to see him again. He smiled and said that would be great. So a couple of days went by and nothing. So I texted him and told him I had a great time. And I don't know. I was hoping.
Where did he go? That's so weird.
Yeah, I was hoping that at this point he would have said something. Nothing. I don't get it. And I'm hoping to figure it out.
Sure.
So here we are.
Does he travel a lot for his job by any chance?
Not that I know of, but maybe there's just details I don't know about how his capacity to schedule things.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Look, there's someone in our family who never responds to texts.
Never, ever?
Never.
Oh, is it you?
Guilty. No. And everybody is annoyed by it because it often, they're trying to make plans or they need the person's new mailing address to send this, that, or the other thing. Zero response. And some people, I don't know if it's learned behavior or if they're just that distracted or they have that much going on. There's no issue with the relationships to any of our knowledge.
Just
but-
not
My
her thing
dad.
or their-
It's my dad. Like literally, I will send, he's on a group chat, whatever. He doesn't respond. I get it. I will specifically send him a text. Like the other day, we were drinking this really nice bourbon and I sent him a picture and I was like, have you ever had this? Or you need to try this, something along the lines. No response. Something happened in the news. I texted him and linked to an article. No response. So that night when we were FaceTiming with my kid, I said, hey, Dad, you can write back or just give it a check or be like, okay. So I at least know that you're getting
thumbs
it.
up, anything.
And you know what he said? Well, I just thought you were just telling me that stuff. Well, yeah, but you could have said something back.
An acknowledgement would have been
Anything
nice.
back. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm not good at getting back to people quickly, but
At
usually
least
I
you're
try to
like-
get back to you.
yeah.
And if I don't, it's because I legit meant to and got distracted
Yeah.
and forgot.
Right. Or you forgot. You looked at it and said, I forgot.
Right.
But then 3 days later, you're like, I remembered.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, it could be something else, but after the way you described that date, that would surprise all of us, I think.
Yep.
So why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll call Paul, see what's going on with him, what he's been up to, and if there's any chance of a second date for him in Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah, coming up next. Jeff and
Great.
Jen, Cincinnati's Q102. So Taylor met up with Paul for dinner, and they both came in separate cars. I guess that's probably wise for a first date. That way you have the option if you need to escape. You don't have to rely on this person to take you home.
Heck yeah. Always meet at the restaurant.
Yeah.
You got to have an out.
So they split the bill and just had the best time ever. Lots of laughs, lots of flirting, great chemistry, good convo. She said it was the best date she's had in months. He walked her to her car. She's certain they're going to see each other again. What was the hug like?
It was really like we wanted to do more, but wanted to respect each other and, or at least, yeah. So
That's great.
Restraint.
Restraint is good. So, yeah, had a lovely night. Would love to see you again. He replied with, that would be great. A couple of days went by, no text, no nothing from Paul. So that's when she sent a text, and there's been no response at all. And again, it could be nothing, but maybe it's something. So we're just going to call him up and nudge him a little bit and try to get a response from him one way or another. You ready, Taylor?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's Jeff, Jen, Fritch, and Tim at Q102. How are you this morning?
Wow.
Hi.
What's up?
Morning.
Nothing. Are we catching you at a bad time?
No. It's cool.
So we spoke with Taylor, who was just showering you with compliments, talking about what a great guy you are. She enjoyed her dinner with you recently, and she was left with the impression that there might have been a little chemistry between you two.
Yeah. I could see where she would want answers.
Sorry?
I could totally see where she would want answers for sure.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have ghosted her. She's definitely a go-getter, so she's going to get down to the bottom of whatever. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to really get out of this.
Yeah, well, if you're intentionally avoiding the conversation, do you not think you two are a match?
Listen, I really did like her a lot. She's great. She's very attractive. She's super smart. She's just a little too ambitious for me, if I can put it like that.
Too ambitious.
In what way?
So, well, I mean, she just talked a lot about her career, and she talked about her career goals. It sounded like she had plans to work for a long time in her life. Honestly,
Are you looking to retire sometime soon?
No, it's the opposite. I don't want to be the one, that's working. I mean, honestly, well, let me put it this way. I want a wife who's going to make me and our family a priority and not her career.
Okay.
So she even, so she even said that her work was her first priority and that she was so excited to see where, she was going to go, all of her potential, where it was going to take her. I totally respect that. But,
Yeah, because you sound like a pretty driven guy yourself.
Yeah, I am the same way. I'm the same exact way. I'm hardworking. I think I have, some real potential as well. But the thing is that I want to be the one, you know what I mean? And I know that sounds bad, but I'm going to be a great provider, and I don't need a wife out there that's working 60 hours a week. I need a wife who's more excited to be with our kids and be with our family than anything else.
Oh,
Yeah, Taylor's on the line with us. Taylor, you want to respond to that?
okay.
Is that an accurate characterization? Are you someone who is really focused on their career, at least for now, or was that an unfair assessment?
That was a very fair assessment. It really, this sucks. That's the reason. I didn't say I was going to work this hard forever. The goal is to get to a point where I don't have to work that hard, so I can have time for family, but I would need 10 years. So it's going to be a minute. It sounds like you want a woman home and pregnant, and if that's the case, that's not me, and I'm not there. So
It's not necessarily home and pregnant. I just don't want the impression I got from you is that you were going to be 60 hours. I mean, you were just all about it. And I wanted a little bit more talk about us and about what we could do.
Keep in
I
mind, it's a
Life-work
first
balance,
date.
right.
No, I get that. I think it's hard to assess work-life balance in a first date, but I do know a couple, they're in their mid to late 20s, and they are workaholics right now. And that's the culture, and they're in it because for the very same reasons, they have some goals that they want to reach, and their plan eventually is to have children and, buy a house in the suburbs. But right now, this is their focus until, whatever that magic number is or whenever that time is right for both of them.
I mean, do you want to have children, and do you want to be around to be with the kids, or are you thinking 6 weeks maternity leave, then back to the office and hire a couple of nannies?
For me, I see myself focusing on my career for the next 10 years so that I can eventually have a family and focus on
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
You want to reach a certain level, a certain financial point where you feel comfortable doing that?
Exactly.
Also, like successful level, like Jeff is saying, like you want to have like me, I didn't have a kid till later in life because, besides like not meeting the right person, there were so many other things that I wanted to accomplish both professionally and personally before I decided to go down a different path.
Right. Yeah. And that's a big thing.
Yeah, I get that. I just don't want to be 65 when I'm going to my kid's graduation.
I love this. The men with this, I just want to be able to throw a ball with my kid.
I mean,
and if
you
I wait till I'm 38 to have a kid, I'll be in a nursing home by the time they're in high school, and I won't be able to play catch. You know, that's the kind of mentality that so many men, I've heard it from so many men.
And I've heard men be like, they're going to think I'm her grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, get over yourself.
Stop.
Seriously.
Well, I just feel like it's a prior. I mean, that's kind of what I want. I just don't want to wait too long. That's all.
Understood.
Yeah.
I think we all know that couple where someone has sacrificed and lost maybe their ambitions and goals in life because they had a partner who wanted them to be at home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
So
and it totally messes with your like brain down the road. I think you're like, oh gosh, remember when I was this or that?
But I like
had
how
these
he's
things?
aware that he doesn't want to do that to somebody.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? There's also this. There is never a perfect time to start a family.
100%.
You keep waiting and waiting and waiting. You'll be waiting forever. Because
it's like the good day to go on a diet. It's today.
Right.
You're
Tomorrow.
right.
Tomorrow.
Well, guys, is there any chance here of a second date? I
Have
mean,
a renegotiation.
Paul, if you were to 10 years down the line, will you be in a wheelchair at that point, or do you think you'll be still relatively young?
I mean, I'd be willing to talk about it again. I'd be willing to figure it out. I mean, if it's more of a connection that's going to be the better thing, then I can wait, But, so I don't know.
What do you think there was enough of a connection? And this is a question for you both. Do you think there was enough of a connection for you to talk about this and explore some more over a date that we pay for?
I think as long as there's like honest communication moving forward, because I feel like this should have been a conversation, not just write me off.
Right.
Yeah. That's good.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, and
that.
just be super honest about your expectations and what you want and when you want it, I guess.
Yeah. I shouldn't definitely not have ghosted you, and I shouldn't have put you on silent like that. I apologize. But, I'd be willing to try and see if we can figure it out, see if there is something that's,
Great. Okay.
Cool. Nice.
We'll set it up then. We'll set it up with Taylor since she reached out to us. So you'll be hearing from her soon. And lovely talking to you both.
Yeah,
Best
good
of
luck.
luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right. If you need a little help with the second date update, send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Coming up, your shot at $1,000, the 1K